Alrighty, everybody. I just wanted to show you my Kroger grocery haul for this week. All of this totaled out to $178.03. And again, this is for a little bit over a week because I will be out of town for a few days. So I went, it's like a week and a half stuff and kind of stocking up on something. So let's talk about what I got. Good deals, first of all. This is a pretty good deal here. It's $5 for it's a 12 pack here. It's a 24. I don't know what they're talking about. Anyways, but 12 rolls. So I got one for each of our bathrooms here. The watermelons, the seedless watermelons were $3.99. One thing that I've been doing, because it's summertime, that's been a really, I like it. My husband doesn't like it, but I think it's delicious. So I'll cut up some watermelon when they're on sale like this. I can even freeze it or whatnot if I have extra and save all the juice. Blend the juice with some non-fat Greek yogurt and a little bit of lime juice and a little bit of sea salt and if I want, a little bit of honey, and kind of blend it up to sort of a yogurt smoothie kind of consistency and drink it. And it's really, refreshing. Watermelon has a lot of like electrolytes in it, so it's really good in the summer for hydrating. And then with the Greek yogurt is awesome because, especially this brand, the strain Greek yogurt, because it has 18 grams of protein in 2/3 cup. So, and in the smoothie, I always have at least 2/3 cup. So I know I'm getting a lot of protein, which is really nice. So that's why I have a lot of those, because my daughter eats those every morning for breakfast. We do a little yogurt and strawberry. We just had our second baby. So I'm just trying to simplify life a little bit. And so every day my daughter is getting the same breakfast. I have a little container and I throw some frozen fruit at the bottom at night, and I put some yogurt on top, and then we can just pull that out in the morning and she eats that for breakfast. And I know she's gotten some protein and she's gotten some fruits to start off the day. So again, she likes it. You can mix up the fruits, but it's nice if you just do it the night before. The fruit is thawed by the next day and whatnot. So that's what I got here. Here's what I'm making for this week here. A couple of things I'm going to be making here, which I haven't done a lot. I went ahead and I got tilapia loins here. So these were $7.99, and I think there's 4 or 5 of them. So I'm going to be making fish tacos. Tilapia is really great to use for fish tacos. And again, just Google fish taco seasoning. It's pretty, usually probably stuff you have in your pantry. And so I have tortillas. We have the whole wheat tortillas, which have a lot of fiber here. Again, if you gotta eat tortillas, these are a good option here because they have 5 grams of fiber. And then, with fish tacos, you usually do some sort of like cabbage slaw. So sometimes I might do something like, I might just throw the cabbage on there. I might mix it with some Greek yogurt and some lime juice, some a tiny like pinch of sugar, just that kind of stuff. And then I went ahead and I got the block turkeys. I'm going to grate some of that to do on top of the fish tacos. So that's fish tacos. That's dinner one night. Again, trying to incorporate more fish into my diet to be, get those omega-3s, all that sort of stuff. I think, just again, the next thing here I'm going to be making here that is also a new recipe is typically I make a sausage pineapple rice dish, and I've made that a lot, but I'm trying to, and it's like the smoked sausage, so just the kind that's already cooked and everything. I'm trying to be a little healthier, so I saw a sheet pan recipe for like something that looked fairly similar. So it's like a chicken sheet pan dinner with pineapple. So you put the pineapple, you put the cut up chicken, you put red onion and bell peppers, and you cook those all in a sheet pan. And then you make up a sauce. And again, I can't remember exactly off the top of my head what the sauce involves, but it's like soy sauce and honey, and I think that's like, it's pretty limited things as what the sauce entails. And then I'll serve that over rice. So we're going to give that a try this week and see if that's easier. So that again switches out. It's kind of similar to a recipe I was making, but instead of having the smoked sausage, it has chicken in it. So we'll see if that can maybe be a healthier swap on that. Couple other things here. I went ahead and stocked up on peanut butter, and this time I am doing the no sugar added Jif. So, we eat a lot of peanut butter and different things. Again, for a snack, I'll mix the peanut butter with the Greek yogurt. And again, maybe just a little bit of honey. So I figured let's try the no sugar added kind. What else are kind of interesting things on sale this week here? The pastas were 99 cents, which again, that's about as cheap as you're able to get them these days here. So I got just a handful here. One of the things I really like about the orzo is, again, since now I have a little baby at home and a toddler, I am trying to do less stovetop cooking and more just like, kind of the dumb dinners where you just like mix everything, stick it all in the oven. So orzo is really great because, you can put it in with some chicken broth in like a baking dish and, with other things, chicken or whatever other ingredients you want, and it'll cook. So, it just is kind of all one pan dish. So trying to simplify life. So I like that. What else do I have going on here? One thing, again, my kind of splurge this week here, I am getting the sourdough bread here, and I'm going to do some avocado toast. You got to love the avocado. I didn't realize this here, but I thought I would share this. Avocado has a lot of fiber in it. Did you know that? Again, I never have, when I've thought about eating avocado, I've never thought about it as like coming at it from the perspective like this is a high fiber food. So, so there we go. For the summer, again, one of the things that I've been doing here, I've been doing a lot of cut up cucumbers. They're really hydrating, especially for kids. Like if you can get your kids eating cucumbers, they have a lot of water content in them. So that's a really great thing. And the other thing, again, I started buying this big bag of the bell peppers. That makes them $1 each. Again, these are not organic, which I would love to buy organic bell peppers because that's one of the Dirty Dozen list. Can I help you wipe? Okay. Any moms will understand that because you're doing something like, can you help me wipe? It was double poopies apparently. So I started buying the big bag. Again, I really wanted to move towards getting organic, anything that's on that Dirty Dozen list, but I do the grocery pickup order, and oftentimes the organic bell peppers are not available. They're more expensive, obviously, too, which, but again, this is another nice thing. I find if I cut them up, I'll eat them. My daughter will eat them. So that works. Oh, I didn't realize the toilet paper got left here. There we go. All right. Yeah, so you see, again, I stocked up on the watermelon. The other thing that, again, I was doing for summertime, we live in Arizona. It's really hot, and my daughter does swim lessons and is outside and stuff like that. So I wanted to make sure she stays really hydrated in the summer. So what I did is, again, I'm getting a lot of watermelon. I'll blend up a little bit of the watermelon with some water and maybe a little lime juice. And I'll throw that in the popsicle molds. And again, she thinks they're delicious, but it's mostly just water and some fruit. So I can feel good about it as a mom that knows that she's getting some good stuff and she's getting hydrated. And so it's just another way to make sure your kids stay hydrated in the summer. That's about it. Again, one last thing was these Waterloo waters, which is, again, probably something I'm gonna, I really need to figure out our game plan for minimizing how many, soda waters we're because, as grocery budgets creep up, you have to make cuts some places, and that's obviously a kind of a luxury item there. The reason I transitioned from that was my husband used to drink a lot of like diet soda when we first got married. And so I was like, well, at least this is like a step in the right direction. But again, these were buy 3, get 3 free. So that's why we have a lot of them here, but gonna probably transition hopefully to having fewer and fewer of those just to save some money on the grocery budget. But again, to me, it's all about, in my mind, it's about progressively making steps to a healthier lifestyle. So it's like, okay, like we're gonna step this up, which is kind of what you see with everything. Everything is not perfect. You see me slowly looking for, sticking with some of the recipes that are unhealthy but that we love, and then slowly trying to modify them and find a healthier kind of alternative. There's still the occasional thing here. We like these enchiladas, and they're not healthy at all, but it's like, hey, you know what it is a meal that I know can be thrown in the oven. And so they're not healthy, they're cost effective, right? So sometimes there's that balance of saying, this is maybe not the healthiest option. It's not something I want to feed my family every single night. But it is nice to know that I have this backup option if something, we don't have time to cook and that kind of stuff. And this can just be thrown in the oven and can be ready to go. And I know everybody will eat it and likes it. But I do try to keep that to a minimum and try to do more of these things with like the fruits and the veggies and things like that. And the hard part about that is like, you have to stick to what you have to stick to what you planned on, right? So if you have fruits and veggies, you have to use them up there, or you've wasted money. So that's kind of the challenge, right? So I try to have at least, 1, maybe 2 meals a week where the things, if they didn't get used up, they don't go bad. So something like that, like 1 meal a week, that's like a pasta and something where it's not going to go bad if I don't use it that week, and it can be pushed into next week. Something like this, these last forever. And these can be, you can add a lot of veggies, things like that to help increase those things. Things like fish tacos, other than the coleslaw, this would last a long time. The tortillas last a long time. The cheese would last a long time. So those become kind of options. This, again, is our grocery haul for this week. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful week, and many, many blessings on you guys, and good luck with keeping your grocery budget in check and trying your best to really give your family healthy food, and to keep progressively working towards making healthier and healthy food choices. I know it's a challenge all around, so I wish you guys the best luck on that, and I hope you have a great day.